Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel 2 Part 34. In the previous video, we pretty much finished up our Ymir Rest Day, the legendary 15 Bond event Rest Day. Well, I don't know, maybe that's going to be the standard going forward, who knows? And granted, free days are still shorter than they were in the first game, since you don't have as many quests or a dungeon associated with each one, but there's also, well, actually, I don't know if there's more. Yeah, I guess there are more, though, because, I mean, we're probably, I don't really know how far we are into the game, and we're at the end of Act 1. I assume there's at least 3 acts. I mean, you gotta at least have 3. And probably 3 to 5, I would hazard a guess. I don't know if there's really anything we're supposed to do, or if we just go back to Reen's room and then the meeting in the Phoenix Wings happens, because, I mean, I tried to go to the Phoenix Wings and nothing happened there, so I've still got time left before the meeting starts. Maybe I should go get some rest. Reen, do you know how much you've done in the past, like, 3 hours? Any unseen bonding events will no longer be available. I mean, like, he's hiked the mountain, like, 5 times at this point. Eventually, the clock struck 12. One by one, Class 7 began to make their way to the Phoenix Wings cafeteria. And once they had all gathered, they jumped right into discussing what they were going to do from that point forward. And we got 2 big items on the agenda, right? Rescue Alphen and Elise. B, liberate Thors. Now, those seem like our 2 big picture objectives. Now, I don't know if we're going to jump right into trying to do that, or what.
Oh, you went up a rank. Here's a little something from the guild.
Ooh, the Braveheart. And Invigorate? Don't we already have that?
Nice work.
We might get an S this time? Let's go.
You should be proud of yourself.
Since we got the extra wine, or extra wine? What? Extra AP for beating up Duvale?
I've thought long and hard about it, and I think we as a class need to find a third way. A path of our own, separate from the ones the reformist and noble factions are taking.
A third way, you say? I do agree. It wouldn't feel quite right for us to directly support either side.
True. We might be military academy students, but we're still students.
Involving ourselves in a civil war isn't something we should take lightly.
Nah, do it.
We might have a divine knight on our side, but we're still going to need to be very careful how we proceed.
Whatever we do, Valimar will certainly be at the center.
No doubt. We've all seen how powerful the Divine Knights are. If we use them right, we can intervene in the war as much as we want.
They're quite literally beings of legend. However, his potential influence on the war is all the more reason why he will need to be used cautiously.
Yeah, only post end of chapter boss fights.
What are we gonna do then? Even if we agree on not siding with either of the factions, I'm pretty sure each of us have different stuff we want to do, and different things that we have to do too.
Yeah, that's true. For my part, I need to rescue Elise and Princess Alphen from the Noble Alliance's clutches. Whether it's alone or with you guys, it's something I'll do.
There's no way you'll be alone for that. We're with you all the way. I'm concerned about Dad too, what with them having him under arrest.
I still can't get in contact with Fiona either. I'm glad I was able to see Dad, but I'm worried about her.
For me, I'm worried about Ruhr as a whole.
We ain't going back. Ruhr is bad Zeiss.
It's a huge relief to see you're alright, Sharon, but Mother's still unaccounted for.
I'm sorry I can't do more to comfort you, my lady.
And I have no idea where Father's been for the past month. I'm certain he must be well, but all the same.
We're all worried about our families, I see. Hopefully, we can find some information on all of them before the fighting gets any more fierce.
I'm certainly not worried about the safety of mine. Although, suffice it to say, if we choose to intervene in the war, conflict with them is all but inevitable.
Oh, bring it on.
That goes for Zeno and Leo too.
Oh, we'll beat their ass. As soon as they don't have plot armor, oh, they're getting destroyed.
They've been hired by the Noble Alliance, so I'd say it's likely we'll run into them in the future.
That, or they give me a real fight that's not timed.
Plus, Emma and I still need to talk to Vita to see what exactly she's trying to do.
to figure out what's so important to her that she was willing to break a taboo to do it.
That's true.
Whatever you decide to do, you'll have my full support.
Yeah, I'm just kind of here for the ride, dude. I don't really have anything to do.
Just as the warriors of Nord did 250 years ago, I'm determined to fight to protect my second homeland and those who live within it.
Oh, same! We can do this! I can back him up, right, Claire?
How could I say no? I have my own duties to take care of as part of the Railway Military Police, but I fully intend to support all of you with everything I have.
I'm thinking it's about time I return to helping the guild, actually. But I'll still be in touch with Sarah, so I'm sure I can lend a hand or two anytime you need it.
Naturally, I'd be overjoyed to continue serving as your dormitory's caretaker.
I'm your instructor, so you're stuck with me to the very end. Whatever you choose to do, you'll have my support. You're going to need to decide on a more specific course of action, though.
I mean, of those two big picture items, what do I think we should do first? Assuming those are, you know... I mean, there's other things you can do, like, you know, going to Ruhr would be important, right? If you could figure out what the chairman's up to and get access to her resources, potentially. And then there's also joining up with the Crimson Wings and all that. That's definitely important. Probably really the first thing we should do, but I don't really know how you would set that up.
Resolving to find a third way is a start, but only a start. It also leaves plenty of questions that need to be answered on top of it all.
Well, then how about this?
I mean, I would assume getting Elise and Alphen back is like the hardest thing, really, since you have to go on a Heimdall to do it.
Let's figure out right now whether or not we want to keep using Ymir as our base of operations.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear on this, there's a limit to how many people can use the Spirit Path at any one time. And with as many people as we have now, I'm not sure how useful it's going to be at this point.
And we're limited on how frequently we can use it.
I mean, okay, yeah, just call up Oliver. Anybody got his Orbital number?
Oh, right.
But we're also just as limited on where we can go otherwise. We haven't exactly been the most subtle group around. Who's to say we could even operate elsewhere?
An astute point. The Noble Alliance will no doubt be even more wary of us than before.
In the end, no matter what we decide, we lose.
Indeed. Yet we're short on time, so a decision must be made now.
By God, is that Prince Oliver's music?
There's gotta be something that only we can do.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but I know it exists. And I'm sure that we'll find it. The best thing we can do now is keep talking things out until we find a way. There's no point in rushing into a decision.
Well, doesn't this look fun?
Go away, no one likes you.
Mind if I join in?
What in the world?
It couldn't be.
Vita?
It's lovely to see you again, Emma. You were finally able to reunite with all of your classmates. I'm happy for you. Really, I am. The goddess was on your side after all,
Cut the crap, Vita. Have you been listening in all this time?
Where are you?
I'm not far at all. Listen closely now.
I mean, you could shoot the bird at least, right?
That sounds just like...
Is that the big airship that makes all the rules?
Is that...
It's coming from above us!
Yeah? That's the old Pantagruel.
Isn't that the Noble Alliance Force's flagship?
What's the Pantagruel doing here?
Damn it! I didn't think she'd tell the rest of their army where we were.
Maybe they don't see us.
But why now?
Why? Because our preparations are finally complete.
Vita!
Vita! You're here!
Yes, I am here, in the flesh. Good day to you all, Class 7.
Hey, Claire, have you learned your lesson to just shoot people in the head? Because, I mean, if you want to, like, shoot her in the head, I won't object.
As nice as it would be to finally give you a hug, Emma, I wouldn't want to keep our guest of honor waiting any longer. So, without further ado,
Is it time to fight Crow again? Yeah. I mean, I assume he's still gonna be like stronger than us, but
Can't be. Isn't that...
The Azure Knight. Crow.
Long time no see, guys. Sorry for dropping in on you like this, but I'm sure you know the drill by now. You ready to have some fun?
Is that really you, Crow?
There's no doubt about it.
See, you damn terrorist. Come on!
Right. Heed my call, Valimar!
and then Crow just shoots him with his ion cannon.
Acknowledged.
I'm not gonna lose this time.
I mean, you will, because we're gonna, like, win, and then they're gonna be like, ha ha, you lost still, because the plot, like, we can't let you win yet.
Because at the end of the day, he's just an obstacle that needs to be overcome.
Some might even call him a barrier to get over.
So lend me your power, Valimar!
Very well. Use my power as you see fit.
And then he flies off at Mach 12.
You've
See
really
ya.
taken to piloting since your last encounter, haven't you? I was hoping you would, and you didn't let me down. You boys have so much potential. But potential is only that, potential. And you, Reen, might want to reevaluate just how many obstacles need overcoming.
I mean, we've beaten up 60% of that squad. And we've beaten up 30% of that squad.
Aren't those the Alliance's allies?
Long time no see, kiddos. You doing all right, Fee?
Like, on one hand, I do really like the idea they're just, like, porting in or, like, okay, let's just, like, wipe them out now. I do like that. But on the other hand, I'm like, I don't know, I guess setting up the fight with Crow this early just feels like a little, because it's like, it's so soon that you know Reen can't win, so it takes a lot of the hype out of it, I guess.
I see the Purple Lightning has joined your ranks.
Xeno. Leo.
Zephyr!
And a few members of Ouroboros, too. Guess all the big guys wanted a piece of us today.
And look, Sammy's here too.
Kindly stop referring to Clown Soleus with that bizarre nickname.
Seriously, he should be Clammy, if anything. That's what he says. He's saying, call me Clammy, not Sammy, you weirdo.
Ha ha! Ah, it's such a pleasure to visit this wintry wonderland once again.
Oh, it's a pleasure, all right. The time for my long-awaited revenge has finally come. Now you shall pay!
It's only been 2 days since you first fought them, you know.
Okay. Burn gets a bunch of bonus points for that line.
This could pose a problem. Why send so many powerful allies here? And all at once?
You've proven to be rather formidable adversaries after all. It wouldn't do to underestimate you.
Why can only bad guys teleport?
Rufus!
I'm pleased to see you all again, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. As for you, dear brother, I was told that you'd run away from home. It does my heart good to see you safe and sound. So, you've finally gathered up the will to make the difficult choices life set at your feet, I presume. Even if those choices place you in my line of fire?
Yes, I have.
I can't believe he's shown up too.
The Noble Alliance is pulling out all the stops to finally get rid of us, aren't they?
Sure would be great if a large red airship were to show up out of nowhere. And we gotta fight for a little bit first, though. Come on, don't completely deny it.
Reen, we'll take care of everything here. You and Valimar have your own battle to fight.
Are you sure?
We're in for a real brawl out here, but a guy couldn't ask for better opponents.
Leave the battle on the ground to us.
We've no intention of backing down without a fight.
I like how Emma just has like a very blank facial expression. Everyone else is like either determined or sad, and Emma's just like, oh, okay.
Wait, Sharon!
Like, look at her.
I know they're all strong, but still.
Well, what do you say we get started?
I mean, really, of the
Here he
Ouroboros
comes!
allies, really only McBurn's strong. Everyone else is like not that big a deal.
I'm impressed. You managed to hold your own better than I expected you to. It's only been a month or so, but you've really grown as an Awakener, Reen.
Well, it's hard to go through the kinds of things I have without growing from the experience.
Just wait until he gets a special sword, then you'll all be sorry.
And now that I've done all that, I'm going to be the one who takes you down.
No, you're not. I said you could hold your own, not that you could win. Remember, there's still a 3-year gap's worth of experience between us. And it's time you realize just how much of an impact that gap has.
That's enough, Crow!
So are we still gonna be able to do our like special abilities if they're not near us? I don't know.
Do they really stand a chance?
Well, they're putting up a good fight so far, but
I mean, you guys should probably help.
yeah, it's not looking good.
Like, I mean, you could maybe help.
They're outnumbered for one thing.
Then it's time we lent them our aid.
Yeah, you probably should have done that. That should have been like unspoken. Like, of course they're gonna help.
Agreed. Weapons at the ready, guys.
Always in a rush, aren't you?
What they should really do is they should just like have Makia sit in the back line and then shove CP food in his face as he just keeps accelerating everyone.
Stay right where you are. I'll serve as your opponent today.
Oh, whatever. So like Rufus is supposed to be. Whatever. No, shut up.
You will?
Trying to stop us from joining in?
I don't buy for a second that Rufus is supposed to be that strong.
I'd rather our intrusion cause as little inconvenience as possible for the people of this village. I'll let you make the first move. It's been quite some time since I last instructed you in fencing, Eustace. I look forward to seeing how you've improved.
Wow.
His guard's perfect.
Stay alert. Rufus is a master of court fencing.
My squad's like not set up in the slightest, so like do I
We'll
get
need to put all we have into this battle to even stand a chance against him.
Oh, he's not that strong. I don't buy it for a second. Okay, select to participate in the battle. So it's Eustace. I mean, some people just have to come. I mean, Fee, you're on the soft ban list, but since we have no OP characters available and you're already set up, you get to come. Laura gets to come because she's set up. Emma is also set up. But let's think about good support. I mean, honestly, you gotta bring Machias, man. He deserves it. He gets to team up with Eustace to defeat Rufus. And then our final member, I don't know. Emma is already set up, and we are lacking in magic. Well, not really lacking magic, because we have Eustace. I kind of like Elisa as like a support unit. Because she can like pop in and like CP heal people if she has to, which could, there's some combos there. I mean, I think all of them are good options. Millium does have the potential to just, you know, depends on if she starts with CP. She has a strong finisher. Now, actually keeping her out in combat, I don't know. I kind of like Elisa. Now, can I please equip orbits on everyone? Nope.
Show me what you're capable of.
Okay.
Who are you casting on? Because if it's a single target, are you buffing yourself? I think you're buffing yourself. Well, don't do that.
Eliminating targets.
My turn. Now's our chance. Don't let it pass.
My turn.
So we did start with max CP, which is nice. He's got 200,000. I mean, that's a lot, but it's also, like, not a lot. Like, I mean, we could win.
Shatter! Now's our chance.
You're open.
Right.
Now we do need to get some buffs set up. And we do have some, but like, getting some more speed would be nice. You resist elemental slightly. Honestly, I think you just heal Laura in case he has like a super attack.
Try this! You have my things.
He hates Usus. We hates the Usus. I really don't want you getting that crit. The seal sucks. Do I think... Then we'll probably holy... Well, we could maybe just item use this in all honesty. If he gets healed...
I suppose I should thank you.
I'll handle
Yeah,
it.
good thing I healed because Elliot would have died. He's gonna... Usus is gonna Noble Command next. I think you just... I think you just... Forte with... Well, no, you... Why didn't Usus and Elliot get extra strength? I think you go for the holy song just because you need to heal yourself.
Listen to my song.
I suppose I should thank you.
And that also gets rid of the seal.
I'll handle this.
He do be smacking, man.
Now's our chance.
Give it to me.
Don't let it pass.
You pop that boy a heal.
Thanks.
Muting Fee, I could not care less. Now, I assume there's maybe like a time limit associated with this as well, which would kind of suck. I don't really like the timed fights that much. I mean, like, I like them every once in a while. Like, the Sigmund fight was kind of fun just because it was like something completely new. They had never done timed fights before, but... On the off chance this works, it would be really strong. And I doubt he can one-shot Elliot. Well...
Eliminating targets.
Shoot.
Yeah, Fee does need a bit of a heal, so...
I'll handle this.
I don't know why the Noble Command isn't working on Fee. Or... I mean, she should also... And Elliot doesn't have arts as well. I guess is that canceling our buffs when he hits us, maybe? I don't think it makes any sense.
Arcus, activate!
My turn.
And we definitely can't let her get this crit. Or can't let him get the crit, because that would be omega bad. But I mean, we're gonna crit, so there's no reason to concealing wind here. Do you think it gives like 30 CP? I don't think so. Yeah, like no, we still have speed on everyone. I guess it just like cancels our art buff. Kind of weird. But yeah, I think you do this.
Targets.
I care more about Fee's ult than I do, or Fee having CP. Ah, granted, he's about to heal for 20k.
Behold the might of the Arcade School.
Because I find you do have the ult after all.
Radiant Wall.
Here I go. Sylphie gets that.
Yeah, we're about to get dunked on. He might like one-shot us with this. Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
Everyone.
That's really annoying.
Well, I won't deny that was an entertaining...
Oh no. Oh no, the game crashed. Except it didn't actually crash. I tried to alta for the game and then the game actually crashed. That's funny. There it goes. So we do have to have Emma there, because otherwise he just one-shots you. I mean, I guess the reflect should actually do damage there, right? Why do they keep putting these stupid not time battles, but like, not battles with optional victory conditions, like, after the end of like 10 minutes of other stuff? And then also, I mean, I thought it would get, like, I don't know why it wouldn't let us go into the camp menu to set people up. Like, I don't want you to actually have this if you're going to be in real combat. I was only had you use that back for the previous fight when I knew we weren't going to be using you. I mean, this all seems I mean, do you need Chrono Drive? I mean, it is nice to have. And I mean, what else are you going to use? So what all, he could mute people as well. He can mute and seal. Oh yeah, you lost your proxy puppet. If you start with max CP, having extra CP generation shouldn't be that big of a deal because we never really want to ult with Elliot. Yeah, what was that? Oh yeah, we haven't gotten those accessories yet. I think we probably just take that away for now, and you can have that, I guess. What's more annoying, mute or... For her, I think it actually is seal, just because we're going to be very reliant on her being able to magic reflect. So we'll probably roll Elliot, Eustace. Do I want Laura? I think we roll Elliot, Eustace, Fee, Emma. So, I mean, that does give us some good magic damage. We probably want to make sure someone has Fortuna, then. You have Fortuna? Okay, I think that's the squad we roll, and then backup will probably have, like, Laura and maybe Machias? I think he's probably our best overall reserve character to have for, I didn't really think about trying to use him back there. I don't think it would have saved anything, because I'm pretty sure would have been no way for us to get him out in time after he cast that spell. But let's also save first. And Master Quartz, and we still won't, oh, you should have something here? I don't know why you don't, but... For Kriya, it might be kind of nice. Actually, I think I would rather have it on Fee, in all honesty. Since she can quick cast everything pretty much with her ungodly speed. Also, do I want to steal any Master Quartz? Juggler does seem really good. I don't know if it's quite as good as Raven for the way we use Fee, but Juggler is a strong contender, I think. I mean, it's basically, I think it's better, but it's less consistent. Like, do I need a move on you? Not really. Don't you already know Spark Arrow? You know Breath? Okay, you do. Why do you know all the wind spells? Fine, take a sleep then. I think this is all fine. Oh yeah, and Machias, you should have some stuff equipped. Make an effort. Take a, I guess, defense? I don't know. There's nothing really else to give you there. I mean, maybe a heat wave so you can do some damage. You don't really need a basic tier. Take a breath. Alright, fine. And then you're mostly set up. I don't think we're gonna need Fortuna on you. So we can maybe just give you like an evade. And I never equipped anything here because I'm an idiot. Alright. Then we have to hold this down for about 15 seconds.
You went up a rank.
I don't know why they don't just let you, like, go into the camp
Nice
menu
work.
before the fight.
You should be proud of yourself.
Like the same way the practical exams work, you could save and equip yourself before the fight when it's like sprung on you out of nowhere. Granted, even the practical exams aren't sprung on you out of nowhere like this is. Okay, who are we taking? Elliot, Fee, Emma, Laura, Machias.
Show me what you're capable
Oh, is our
of.
formation even close to set up right?
I'll handle it.
Okay, it has a stat down associated with it, so it was canceling our buffs. Alright.
Arcus.
My turn. Now's our
Understood.
chance. Don't
Okay.
let it pass.
Arcus, activate!
Of course. Oh, Moon. Crescent Shell.
Try this!
I suppose I should
Thank you very much.
Light.
Oh, that counts as magic. It did no damage? Cool. Why does this have such a big delay associated with it? Assuming it goes through?
Eliminating targets.
Could only be like 3.
Too slow.
It's my turn!
That's kind of funny. The idea of him like thrusting past her and then getting shot in the back in the process.
Keep it up, everyone!
I'll handle it.
We maybe should have equipped Gladiator Belt on Emma. If we're gonna like all of his, because I mean we need to have magic up in advance because of the stuff he can do. But seriously, why is this delaying so much? I mean, I know she has some passive delay from Raven, but it should only be like 3.
Eliminating targets. Now. I'll back you up.
I'll handle this. Now's our chance.
Understood.
Don't let it pass.
It's my turn.
No, no, I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay, you have to make sure he does not get that heal.
Arcus activate. Now. Okay.
Okay, if you have to cast a spell, you will, and I think you do. I don't really want to ult just yet on anyone. I mean, everyone still has speed, right? Yeah? I guess just heal yourself?
Arcus.
Right. Try this!
Thanks.
My turn.
You're not going to cast that in time? You can cast Spark Arrow. I prefer just getting the damage out guaranteed, knowing that he can't dodge it. I guess just keep fishing for the low chance of a stat down.
Eliminating targets.
How careless.
Bro,
Of course.
very rude.
Oh, Moon. Crescent Shell. It's not over
I was
yet.
really hoping he was going to, You have no more regen. I don't know if I can trust Elliot to get the instant cat. Well, actually. You two can overdrive. So I think what you do is you heal yourself. You just make sure your speed buff stays up.
Not bad.
Okay!
Then Elliot overdrives.
Overdrive!
Damn right. Then you make him get back.
Okay.
Eliminating
One of these
targets.
days, this speed down is gonna go through, and then you'll all be sorry.
Okay. Try this.
Would have been so nice if a move down went through.
Too slow.
Very well. Now's our chance. Don't let it pass.
I did that so wrong. These damn heals, man.
Should have been paying
I mean, what the
attention.
fuck was I supposed to have done there, man? I just got completely shit on by turn order.
Blessing of the moon.
It was either accept him getting 2 10% heals off, or let him crit and kill me. What's he doing? Oh, that's a full AoE hit.
I leave this to you. No problem.
It's Magius' time to shot. You can't hit Emma, you freaking piece of garbage. And she doesn't have the CP, so that completely wasted my turn here. You can cancel it. You can cancel it. It's not a complete loss.
I'm very right.
Okay.
You really can't heal in time. We lost all of our buffs too, which really sucks.
Okay. Eliminating targets.
Oh, come on. It's timed as well?
Well, I won't deny that was an entertaining diversion. But you'd do well to intensify your training regimen if you hope to best.
Bro, that's so dumb. So you have to let him cast that spell and take some damage. I mean, I would assume it does damage to him, right? Why won't the game fucking close? Bro, this is so annoying. And like the only reason it bothers me is that I feel like they're making characters who like the way they're presented in the story should not be as strong as they are, like just super strong all of a sudden, which is why it kind of annoys me and why I feel like I have to win.
Oh, you went up a rank. Here's a little something from the guild. Nice
How the hell are you
work.
supposed to do 200,000 damage in 40 turns? Which has been like
You should be
apparently the
proud
time
of
limit for
yourself.
every other fight. I guess if we really want to win this, I have to grind Overdrive up, which sucks. Like, would the game really have been worse if they just, like, let you go into the camp menu and set yourself up real quick?
Show me what you're capable of.
I'll handle it. Good luck.
I mean, let's see. Does this do any damage? If we reflect it?
Okay.
I don't know, man.
Arcus activate.
It's my turn. Oh, moon, crescent shell.
My turn. Now's our chance.
Understood.
Don't let it pass.
Okay, I mean, it does a very tiny amount of damage. I think you should do full damage to him.
Right.
I think you should take fucking 40k.
Very well. Now's our chance.
Understood.
Don't let it pass.
I appreciate it.
Of course. Oh, moon, crescent shell.
And we have gotten a free 20k out of this, pretty much.
It's my turn. Time period. Right.
It's my turn.
You really can't cast that in time?
Arcus
I'll
activate.
handle this.
I mean, everyone is buffed up.
Arcus,
It's my
activate!
turn. Arcus, activate.
Try this!
Now.
I'll handle this.
Very slowly getting there. She can Crescent Shell. So the only overdrives we have available is Fee and Elliot. We would want Elliot to initiate that. So you switch in Fee. Or wait, Elliot and Machias have one, right? Do they? No, they don't. You switch in Fee. Or, I mean, I feel like I just have to do damage. We're not going to be able to get any damage in before he attacks next, so I think you do this. You switch in Fee.
I leave this to you.
Will do.
You don't overdrive yet. Honestly, here's what you fucking do. You buff yourself.
Not that. It's my turn.
You Crescent Shell.
Oh, Moon! Crescent Shell! Okay.
You overdrive.
Overdrive!
Oh no, I did that wrong. I meant to ult first. Because I was going to ult and then overdrive so that we get to negate the penalty. Keep Machias alive for now.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Honestly, just like buff yourself again, I guess. Because when Machias gets to go... Yeah, buff yourself again. Buff yourself again. Am I out of strength items? I haven't made food in a while, so it looks like we actually are. I think we get more damage from buffing here. You do that. You blast him back.
Try this!
He ults.
Oh, like.
Too slow. Got it.
I'll back you up!
What? Oh, that's the magic reflect kicking in.
Time buried.
It's my turn!
I have no clue what how many turns it's been. We have All-Star Arts up on everyone, which sucks. Emma's probably getting switched out now.
Arcus, activate!
Of course.
For
Sorry for the
Eustace.
trouble.
I'll show you how it's done.
Good
You
luck.
become
Understood.
Laura. Wow, that did nothing.
Try this!
Come on. Bro, how do you do that damage that fast?
Well, I won't deny
I mean, he's
that
not
was
even
an
hard.
entertaining diversion.
Whatever.
But
I
you do
hate
well
time
to
fights.
intensify your training regimen if you hope to best me.
Like, I mean, I don't even know, like, what the... I mean, there's no way you can actually do... I mean, you can maybe get him to half. But, I mean, we even got super lucky there, and... You'd have to have 2 overdrives. If you had 2 overdrives, you could probably do it. If you could buff everyone and then get 6, like, spells off in a row. The problem is we only have overdrive between Elliot and Fee, between these characters. I mean, Gaius and Millium have it, I think. But I just feel like you don't do as much damage with physical attacks. Like, compared to magic. Like, quickly. I mean, you could try and do it. I mean, Gaius and... Because I'm trying to think. Who even has overdrives? Laura has none. Fee only has Elliot. Elisa potentially has one with Gaius. We actually missed that one, or I didn't want to do the chest. Even though that chest actually isn't as bad as I thought it was. He only heals from... it's only like a 50 chance for him to heal his HP. Sometimes he just steals your mana. So it's not as bad as I thought it was. Machias only has Elliot, I think. Or does he have Fee? I think he has Fee, right? I can't remember.
How is he so strong?
You didn't stand a chance.
He might even be stronger than Sarah.
Oh, shut up.
Are you guys okay?
It's even less convincing when he's actually not like a hard fight.
Hey, you really think you've got time to be worrying about them? You ain't getting out of this one, Reen.
All right, bring it on!
I mean, he only has one gimmick,
Time to settle this, Crow!
which is that, okay, he one-shot you with his magic spell on the first turn once you magic reflect.
Bring it on!
Oh, okay, so we don't get any of the actual mechanics that make Divine Knight fights not completely horrible. That's cool. This used to be a head. You used to go for the head here. Was it body?
You can handle this?
I remember his default one was you hit him in the arm when he's just standing there. No, this counts as a different pose.
Let's go! Eat! Now you're ready! Darkness clean!
Hey! Are you okay?
Settled enough for you?
Nothing annoys me more in games when they arbitrarily make you do 0 damage.
You didn't even bother to use that trump card of yours.
He wasn't even trying last time, then was he?
Come on. With the way you are now, I don't even need to try. I'll always win. And that, Reen, perfectly illustrates just how massive the gulf between us is. Maybe you think you've had it tough up till now, but you're gonna need to go through a hell of a lot more if you want to even the odds.
I like how there's the implication they're just gonna let him leave then. Because, you know, you would think he would say there's no way, you know, you're not gonna get that chance to train because we're
battle
gonna
here has come to an end.
execute you or imprison you.
Hey, Vita.
I can't help but feel a little bummed that everything went exactly as I thought it would. Still, it just goes to show how much faith I have in your skills, my sweet Azure Chevalier.
Funny, I don't recall ever becoming yours. How's everything up top?
I think it's only a matter of time before the battle is decided. But we've caused enough trouble for the people of Ymir already. It's about time we brought this to a close. Finestrum Phantasma Window.
Like, why is it a timed battle? Like, just let him actually have 200,000 HP, and you have to beat him, and like just straight up beat him.
My apologies for not coming down to speak with you in person, ladies and gentlemen of Thor's Military Academy.
It's such a, like, it actually is annoying me.
You know who I am, of course, but I am Duke Cayenne, ruler of the Lemaire province and supreme leader of the Noble Alliance.
Duke Cayenne?
So even the big guy himself is here.
I must say, what a curious group we have here. I'd heard as much, but allow me to extend my most heartfelt congratulations. My expectations have thoroughly been exceeded.
And also, I mean, it's actually annoying because there's no way to know if, like, there's no turn counter in the game either. So you have to, like, manually, I don't even know how many turns it is. I assume it's 40 because every other one has been 40 based on what I've been told. So, like, you have to mentally count turns in your head. Now, I don't know, do arts actually count as double turns? Because the series has been inconsistent on that. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. You know, like where the initial turn where you go counts as a turn, and then the actual turn where you cast counts. They changed it, I don't remember which one, maybe in 0, because it used to would cause your buffs to tick down twice as fast. But that doesn't work like that in the Cold Steel game, so I would assume it still counts as one action, but I don't know. It's just really annoying.
When I saw young Eustace and Laura in Legram earlier this year, I could never have imagined this is how we would next meet. Oh, I'm sure your parents must have warned you against wandering off with such disreputable individuals on a number of occasions. But I suppose every child thinks that they alone know what is best for themselves. Duke Albarea was simply livid about what happened. But it can't hurt to learn more about the outside world,
Every word that leaves his mouth is condescending.
Did you come all the way here just to tell us that?
Don't be silly, child. Rean Schwarzer. I had this meeting arranged because I wanted to speak with you.
Is this the part where he shows that he's fucking delusional and he's like, oh, if you joined with me?
Perhaps the method was a touch too garish for something so simple, but do forgive me for not formally requesting an audience.
With me?
With you. Allow me to get right to the point. I wish to invite you, Ashen Chevalier, aboard our flagship.
And then Rean flips him the bird in Valimar, right?
Wait, why?
I've heard all about your magnificent exploits across the land.
The line fucking pisses me off after they arbitrarily make you do 0 damage in the crow fight.
And so I thought it would be nice to sit down and have a long, pleasant chat with you. About the past, the present, as well as your future.
Are you suggesting...
You want Rean to join the Noble Alliance?
Should you accept my invitation, we will withdraw peacefully from Ymir.
I feel like I've seen this plot point before somewhere.
Furthermore, I give you my personal assurance that we will leave this village alone for the duration of this war. A fine proposition, is it not? Are we interested?
Very well. Allow me to accept your invitation.
I mean, it's a little bit different. Rean's going willingly, whereas Estelle was captured, right? I can't fully remember. Trails 2 has been a long time ago for my memory. It's not very good.
Don't be an idiot! This is clearly a trap! They wouldn't come all the way out here and take you into their flagship if it weren't.
I appreciate your concern. But trap or not, this might be a good chance for us, too. I think I'd regret it if I let it pass. Valimar, transport Celine back outside.
Are you certain?
Now hold it right there!
Valimar has grown to like the furry creature.
Don't worry about me. The odds were against all of us getting back together, but we did it. And I'm sure we can do it again, too. So just wait with Emma for now. I'll be back before you know it. Valimar, if you would.
Very well.
Wait!
It seems the time has come for us to part ways once again. But remember this. You're an Albarea. There is power and dignity in that name, to whatever end you would use it. I want you to prove that the convictions you cling to are worthy of your loyalty. Not for my benefit, but for yours.
Wait!
Lord Rufus!
Oh, Tio.
Well met, Lord Schwarzer. It's a pleasure to see you again. Allow me to extend my apologies for the harm my father visited upon this town and its people.
And then he pulls out a gun and shoots him.
Never mind that. What do you intend to do with my son? And what is a promising young man like yourself?
We're simply going to borrow young Rean for a short while. There's nothing to worry about.
We may or may not crack open his skull and remove his brain, but that's for us to know and you to find out.
Days, though, so for now, I bid you adieu.
I do think the game has swung way too far in the opposite direction of making the class feel fucking useless. Because like the first game was maybe a little guilty of making them feel too important.
We all finally got back together too. Why?
And now it feels like they've overcompensated for that.
Sorry, but I'll be back, I promise.
By having every like major encounter be actually, yeah, you win, but like you actually lose, or you know, even if you do, like, I don't know.
So stay safe.
It feels like there's been literally no growth since the end of Cold Steel 1, which sucks from like a storytelling perspective and like from like for the audience.
Rean!
Because, I mean, if you think about what all you do in the first Cold Steel, honestly, I think you do too much, maybe. You can make an argument, right? Like, I mean, by the end of the 3rd chapter, the gang has literally stopped a war from breaking out. You fight like a legendary dragon in Chapter 4. In Chapter 5, you don't... Well, I mean, you have the whole thing at Guerrilla, right? Where you single-handedly... Well, not single-handedly, but, you know, you have some help. But, like, you know, you stop that whole... invasion of Guerrilla, which could have resulted in the loss of hundreds of thousands of lives. Like, you're doing like really important shit, and now it's just kind of like, and then people show up, and even if you beat them, you lose. I don't know. And I'm also, like, just annoyed because the Rufus fight, like, you know, it just kind of pisses me off because, like, they've never really implied previously that Rufus is, like, actually, like, Omega tier strong, and then he just shows up and he's like, yeah, I'm fucking strong as hell, and, if you don't beat me in 30 turns, I'll delete your save data. And I just think time fights are, like, not a, like... Just because, I mean, they're so restrictive in the way they force you to play, it's not very interesting. I would much rather an enemy just have, like, a fuck ton of HP and be really hard than it be something where it's like you have to burst them down and go all in. And then also micromanage your turns and count and remember, oh, it's been 26 turns, so this will be 27. Like, that's just not fun to me. And this game isn't the only one guilty of doing that, as Xur had a few, like, secret hidden time fights as well. Like the, granted, those were, like, the, oh, what was it?
So this is what Duke Cayenne looks like from up close.
When you fight Wald for the first, when he's in his demon form or whatever, yeah, that's apparently, like, a secret timed fight.
It's hard to believe that I've ended up in the same room as the leader of the Noble Alliance. Although, I guess we did meet back in Legram before the war broke out.
Rean Schwarzer. Truth be told, we don't want this war to drag on any more than you do.
Really?
We only acted as we did, due in part to our dearly departed Chancellor's behavior being far too unreasonable to justify turning a blind eye.
What? I mean, do you really think Rean's dumb? I mean, I know he's not, you know, presented as being Omega tier nerd level, but he's not an idiot.
He garnered the trust of His Majesty, and in turn misused that trust. He flagrantly disregarded this nation's beloved culture and traditions, treating Erebonia as if it were his own personal property. Surely you too noticed this.
Well, I can't say I disagree.
I mean, the way he's phrasing it is wrong.
We did hear story after story during our field studies about how aggressive his policies were.
I mean, you're talking to, I mean, granted, Rean doesn't know that Duke Cayenne has talked about purging people, but you're talking to someone who wants to purge people.
About the way he didn't care how many enemies he made as a result, creating terrorist groups like the Imperial Liberation Front.
But as I said, the cause of our nation's ills is now gone.
And now we can kill all the poor people. I mean, reassert our right as nobility. Yeah, because that's important because reasons, okay? Seriously, my great-great-grandfather was really important, and therefore I am, so shut up.
Now, all that remains is to turn back the hands of time just a touch, and the good old days of the Empire will be upon us once more. The key to this bright future lies in putting aside our differences and joining hands. Am I wrong?
I'm afraid that yes, you are. Do you honestly believe that people can so easily put aside their differences after all the Alliance has done? You occupied Heimdall and effectively took every one of its citizens hostage, imprisoned the Imperial family.
Oh, but they don't know about that.
And let's not forget how you're now in league with the enemy nation responsible for the destruction of Garrelia Fortress.
Wait, are they? It said they were allied with Calvard. I mean, I guess they don't necessarily know why Garrelia got destroyed, but Calvard had nothing to do with it.
After all that, the Imperial army would never bow their heads to the likes of you. even if the rest of the population did.
My word, I'm afraid there's been a terrible misunderstanding. The Imperial family is simply under our loving protection. They certainly haven't been imprisoned, but that does bring me to exactly why I want you to help us.
It does?
The Azure Knight is already on our side, but if we had your Ashen Knight as well...
It also makes this plot point the idea that they need to recruit Rean, like, way less convincing when they just have Rean get his ass completely blasted because he does 0 damage and can't even last 3 turns against, Pro.
That would mean we'd have 2 of the great knights of Erebonian legend to put into play.
It's like almost like you've devalued Rean's, like, strength so much at this point in the game by, like, constantly having him be saved or stuff like that, that it's almost like, okay, why do they care about him, you know?
Couple them with our Panzer Soldats, and the Imperial Army's armored divisions would cower before us. You may not find us winning the war ideal, but this union benefits everyone more than carrying on until our inevitable victory,
I don't think it's that simple.
I beg to differ. The presence of Soldats units on a battlefield makes a tremendous difference. What they may lack in firepower and armor compared to tanks, they make up for in mobility and versatility. But more important than even those factors is the psychological impact they have on our opponents.
Well...
We're only human. As such, we are as captivated as we are terrified of giant beings bearing human form. And if that holds true even for mass-produced Soldats made with modern technology, it will be all the more true for the divine knights of legend you and Crow possess.
Can't argue with that logic.
Yeah, you can.
I will say it once more. Gileath Osborne is dead, and with his death, all that's left to be done is end this ridiculous war and return order to the Empire.
I mean, if he was actually dead, you would be haunted? Have you experienced any paranormal activities lately, Duke Cayenne?
Only then will everything be as it should. That includes both your pleasant academy life and the peaceful days of darling Elise and her friend the princess.
Are you trying to...
Whatever you ultimately decide, their safety is guaranteed. I would ask that you promise him this, if nothing else, Your Grace.
But of course, I'm not a monster.
Rufus...
We may stand on opposite sides of this conflict, but I still sit on Thor's board of directors. And in that capacity, I suggest you consider carefully the choice before you. After all, every soldier must decide for himself whether a cause is worth fighting, perhaps even dying for. I look forward to hearing your answer.
Oh no, they're gonna headbutt him, dude. Please come with us, Master Rean. We'll escort you to our guest room. Food and refreshments will be provided for you there. Intermission aboard the Pantagruel? I think they got another secret hidden matching airship called, I don't remember where. I know Pantagruel, it's like from like an old French novel, right? It's like Pantagruel, and then there's like another giant, but I can't remember the other giant's name. I haven't read it, but I'm aware of it. I'm not that much of a nerd. Isn't it just like Gigantus or something? Like kinda straightforward like that?
All that's left to be done is end this ridiculous war and return order to the Empire. Only then will everything be as it should. That includes both your pleasant academy life and the peaceful days of darling Elise and her friend the princess.
I suggest you consider carefully the choice before you. After all, every soldier must decide for himself whether a cause is worth fighting, perhaps even dying for.
We did just see this.
I look forward to hearing your answer.
It's hard to argue that this war began because the noble faction went too far.
Oh, you think Reen's gonna bust out the window and then pull some secret Estelle ninja shit?
But the longer it goes on, the more people are going to suffer. Am I really okay with that? If I join them, I could reduce the number of victims, be friends with Crow again, free Elise and Princess Elfin.
And all it would require is slaughtering the remaining army soldiers who were fighting the good fight.
No, this isn't that simple. Think, Reen, think! I was able to reunite with the others, but Elise and Princess Elfin are still in the Alliance's custody. What's the best thing I can do? This isn't just about me. What do all of us want to do?
Keep racking your brain like that and smoke will start coming out of your ears.
What do you want?
Hey now, no need to give me that look. I figured I was gonna find you busy thinking everything over like your life depended on it. And what do you know? I was right.
How about you mind your own damn business? And don't you have better things to do with your time? I figured the glorious Azure Chevalier would be far too busy with the war to be hanging out around here.
It's tough being popular. If you joined us, I could get away with doing half the work I am now. So come on, stop freaking out about it so much and make a choice.
Bro, remember when you said
This
you weren't our
isn't
friend
something
anymore?
I can just decide by flipping a coin, Crow. And besides, it'd probably be an easier choice if not for a certain someone. What's that in your hand, anyway?
Picnic.
Grub, of course. Kinda early, but I brought you your lunch. Mind if I join you?
Can I like save the game and reload and fight Rufus again? Cause like it's burning me up inside.
Hamburgers, fries, and onion rings, huh? I was expecting something more fancy like I had last night.
Oh, that kind of food more your thing?
No. Now, granted, that patty does not look like a burger in the slightest, but,
Okay then, give me a minute while I go ask the chef to whip something up.
No, this is fine. The burger looks delicious.
It looks more like a fish fillet you get at McDonald's or, like, cafeteria school food.
Cool. All right, dig in.
This tastes kinda different from a normal burger. Oh, no wonder. It's got whitefish in it.
Okay, it is actually fish. I guess maybe it's a... Where are you from again? What was it called? The JRE? JEI? You know, it's the Dry Special Zone... Economic Zone? I mean, it was like on the coast, right? So maybe it's like a traditional dish over there?
Yeah, they're called fish burgers. Pretty good, right?
Yeah, the tartar sauce makes for an unusual extra flavoring too. This tastes amazing. I like this way more than the food I had last night, to be honest.
Well, glad to hear it. Guess it was worth putting my cooking skills to the test after all.
Wait, you made this?
Was my first time cooking in a while, too. Sharon could probably do better, though. But I wanted to give it a shot anyway. This stuff was like soul food back in Dry, where I grew up.
Oh.
To think, all the time we spent searching for the leader of the Imperial Liberation Front, and he was right under our noses. Crow Armbrust from the Jirai SEZ.
Yeah, that's it. Dry SEZ.
Yeah, Vita was using some weird thing of hers to let you see what was going on, wasn't she?
I know it was Special Economic Zone, but I couldn't remember if the Dry thing was also part of the acronym or what.
So I guess you saw what happened there.
Yeah.
Man, imagine if Claire just shot twice.
Jirai was that special economic zone in the Northwest you guys went to during our August field study, too.
We didn't run into anything like that in the Dry Special Economic Zone. Well, I guess that makes sense, seeing as it's under the direct control of the Imperial government and not a noble. I seem to recall that it was annexed 8 years ago, is that right? Yeah, the Empire stitched it in on nice and neat without much opposition. Now it's prospering as a special economic zone on the coast. Seemed like a pretty lively place.
So you ended up going back to your old hometown then?
Well, I mean, I doubt he went back to his hometown. I mean, I assume it's got more than one town.
Yeah, by pure coincidence. It's changed a lot since I was last there, so it was kind of surreal being back again. But it was nostalgic in its own way, too.
It's been bugging me for a long time now. What could have made you want to join a group of terrorists like the Imperial Liberation Front?
How dark are we getting, Crow?
What was it that made you hate Chancellor Osborn that much? Enough to take his life? Oh, tell me, Crow, please. I want to know what it was that made you who you are now.
So I think we stop here, because I doubt we're going to be getting a save anytime soon. And then, I don't know, I'll think about whether I want to refight Rufus or not. Maybe. It is burning me up. But I'm also like, do I really want to spend all that time until I get the correct RNG? Not really, but it does annoy me. Not really, because I mean, I don't care about the AP or anything, but it's more of just that, like, because, like, some of the, like, you know, for the Leo and Xeno guy, I'm like, okay, I can understand the game presenting them as, like, stronger than the class together, especially because you didn't have, like, the full class or anything, right? It was just Reen, Elliot, Machias, and Fief doing the fighting. And I guess you also had, did we have Tobal then? We had Tobal then, right? So, I mean, it's like, it's not like the full class is getting beat up by one guy who has not really been presented as being strong. Whereas, I mean, they have tried to hype up Xeno and Leo some. The Blue Blanc and what's-her-name fight, that wasn't really presented as us losing, though. I mean, even though we didn't hit the AP condition there, it was more presented as, like, we actually won, but they just weren't trying, which is fine. I mean, it's the least annoying way to do it, is to have the class win, but it's like they didn't really win because they weren't trying. I mean, I joke about it a lot, but I do prefer that over, you just get beat up in a cutscene. But, yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.